So I promised to do a video on the way forward for the Ghana Black Stars, and has to be an honest conversation that I wish that all the journalists, sports journalists in Ghana will start advocating for this. Because first things first, I know I don't want to talk about the team. I want to talk about the structure, the leadership. And right now, the leadership of the Ghana Football Association in this context are not doing well. I think that it's about time that we have to advocate strongly that the handling of our national teams has to be separated from these GFA folks. These guys who call themselves football people simply because they have clubs and they are in charge, and that makes them worthy to be in charge of our football simply because they own clubs. And we have seen how they have messed up the Ghana Premier League. They have clubs that which are supposed to promote their own interests. They have failed to manage the affairs of the Ghana Premier League, and we have seen it clearly. Nobody has to tell you. They have failed woefully in handling the affairs of the Ghana Premier League, which is their own bona fide property, which is their own clubs participating in it. They have failed. How do you expect them to be able to do well in our national teams? So that is the first compromise that is on our ticket right now. As far as these leadership are concerned, our national teams are not going anywhere. And you and I know from the under 17, under 20, under 23, and the senior Black Stars, none of them is performing well. The women are trying their best. None of these guys are doing anything. We are failing to qualify for tournament. We are failing to perform at tournaments. It's because this leadership team there are not doing anything. And they were going to ride on the performance of these Black Stars. If this morning we had won, they were going to ride on their performance at the World Cup. So it's about time that we find a way to put these guys aside and tell them that, you know what, run your premiership. That is your bona fide property. You say you own a club, run it. And we have to find independent people with football knowledge, not people who simply because they own a club. We need corporate bodies. We need corporate heads to run our national teams. Find a structure for our national teams that will enable us to be able to build a team for our national teams. Yes. What this GFA are doing is not helping us. They go there, they bribe each other, and they vote for themselves. It's not about competence. It's about who has the money to bribe who. The last elections, we heard about how much Kreto Kreku was paying people, delegates, to go and you can take me to court to go and vote for him. Don't be a hypocrite journalist and sit there and fail to talk about this. They are incompetent and they are destroying our national teams. If they want to destroy their own clubs, it's okay for them. They should do that. But when it comes to our national teams, we have our heart in it. I don't care if Hearts of Oak lose. I don't care if Kotoko loses. Because those are individuals pushing their monies there. And if they are not running it well, it's up to them. But if it comes to the national team, where they are using you and I, our taxes to run it, we have to have a say. And I think this leadership, I hope the journalists will run on this commentary and say we have to advocate. These people are not fit to run our national team. As simple as that. They are not fit. When you go to other FAs, that's what is happening. It's not the people who are running their club football are the ones running their national teams. And it's about time we start this conversation. Seriously. That is the first part. I'll do the second argument in my next video.